Bitcoin double or nothing. You wanna know the last information about the crypto world while we're talking about $84 billion and much more? Then smash the like button. It's time for Crypto News Crypto to the Max with your host for the most, Rodrigo Ernedo. Here we have Bitcoin's daily chart, and we are so happy today because we broke the triangle. We were in a positive way. So people dancing in the streets, celebrating, of course, but I'm not really happy. Even though we are looking at 100K right now, even though we broke that line, is very interesting, but we still have homework to do. Remember that I would rather prefer Bitcoin to go lower, to go to around $90,000, because we have the gap in the future CME chart here. And this usually gets filled. So yeah, maybe we keep on going higher and we just forget about this, but usually we will have to come back and fill it. Remember, we missed this one long time ago, and what happened? So many days after that, we have to come back and fill it. So yeah, better the sooner than the later to do this. And today I projected what can happen if we don't go right now in order to close that. If we need this long period of time as it happened in the past. Well, you can see that if we prolong the line that we had in the tops, well, maybe we go to 100K and then down, and then we feel it here when we can find again this trend line. And that would be June the 16th. So yeah, maybe some happiness, some news about Jerome Powell and the Fed with those rates, and then down. And finally, the last quarter of the year that we expect is going to be amazing. If this is the case, if that's what Bitcoin is going to do, well, maybe this is the path we drew it long time ago, and maybe that's what we are going to be following right now. Remember previous videos, we told you about how Bitcoin might go up 100% in the next 200 days, and we were wondering how was it going to behave in these 200 days. We thought maybe we are following this moment here starting January 2024, but today we have a new thesis, because maybe, and you can see it very clearly in the weekly chart, Bitcoin's price action is not emulating this moment here, but this other one that we had in the middle of this situation by June 2023. If that's the case, well, then we might do something like this. Not the blue path that we were following, but this new one, the yellow. And I believe that might be quite accurate, because that would bring us to around 100K. So everybody's so bullish. Then you can have Jerome Powell saying next week he's not cutting the rates. We go down in June. They don't cut it either. We go lower. And then we finally start for the last quarter going up as we expected to around 150K. That might be the case if we follow the monetary supply. People believing that yesterday because what's going up just because that monetary supply. Others saying that it was because of China. China allegedly started selling gold like crazy. Why is that? What's happening there? In the chart, you can see that gold price is going down. You see this yellow line, and you see Bitcoin and the stock market in the United States were going up. Also, stock market in Japan. Of course, Donald Trump, our favorite troll, is going to affect the markets. And I wonder if this man sleeps at some point, because he's working all the time. Yesterday, he created the Faith Day, something like that in the United States. And yeah, he was there with his speech, the same he delivered also in a university in Alabama. I'm going to leave you the links in the description below in case you want to learn what he said. But mostly you know that they're the best, and the best is yet to come. Also, as usual, he says things and the markets react. In this case, about oil. Oil prices surged towards $6 barrel as President Trump threatened sanctions on any country that buys oil from Iran. Trump said that any country buying oil from Iran will not be allowed to do business with the United States. So yeah, geopolitical stuff. And you know what? China buys majority of Iran's oil. So more tension between China and United States. But today, again, the most important character out there is Michael Saylor. He shared his plans to double down on Bitcoin, boosting capital to $84 billion. Aims to buy more Bitcoin with $42 billion in stock and $42 billion in bonds by 2027. So, in any investment, you need a counterpart for the risk. So you know that United States, they are going to activate the Bitcoin reserve. You know that Michael Saylor is going to buy more and more. You know that we have MetaPlanet and we have 21 Capital and we have all the ETFs. We have all those institutions buying more and more Bitcoin. So in the next years, it seems that it might go up. We'll see about that. I'm not expert. This is not financial advice whatsoever. It seems that way. Consider that the blockchain group in Europe is revealing a 10-year plan to acquire 260,000 Bitcoin worth $24 billion. Also, North Carolina Senate passes Bitcoin reserve bill on the first reading after the House passed it yesterday. So more and more adoption and more good news for the states in the United States, for regulations, and for some companies out there like online financial giant E-Trade. They are going to offer Bitcoin buying and selling to their clients. They have over 7 million out there. As also, Charles Schwab, remember, crazy, they say that their offer of spot crypto trading is going to be with us within 12 months. Amazing things for Bitcoin to come. Remember the monthly chart that we talked about yesterday. We are in the green. If you want to know more, watch previous videos. And today we talk about monthly, but for Ethereum. You can see here that we closed April in the red, and it's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row that Ethereum is in the red. Is this the first time? No, it is not. You can see behind me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in 2018. And also a lot in 2016, even though September was green. So yeah, Ethereum usually behaves like this. And we wonder if May is going to be a green exception or is also going to be red. Usually May is not a bad month for Ethereum, but the trade is not good. And also, summer is not the best time for Ethereum. June, July, August. You can see we have a lot of red in these months along history. So yeah, I believe that Ethereum time will come, but it might be the last quarter, of course. And you can see in the chart how we're going down in the monthly with Ethereum, but maybe it's not going to be as hard as we had here with Ethereum, 7 months in a row in the red. And also, so you have some hope. I believe, it's just my opinion, that we're not going to lose this point, this support line in the 900 approximately for Ethereum. So if you are an optimistic person like myself, you can consider that it's a great moment, a great opportunity for buying more Ethereum. Also, in the short period of time, consider that we need to close this gap that we have in 1,700. The bubbles, the other altcoins, how are behaving today? Some on the green, some on the red. We have FartCoin going down, official Trump going down too, but some others are doing okay. So interesting day in the markets. As interesting is that we have a new statue of Satoshi Nakamoto in Fornelli, Italy. Nice to see more and more of these statues out there. And talking about the world and talking about Bitcoin, of course, token 2049 It was a blast. I met so many interesting people, and yeah, we had a very good time. So I'm willing for token 2049 in Singapore, and of course, I'm gonna tell you everything about this edition. For example, what happened with Erin Trump out there and how he criticized Europe a lot. No wonder. In a special video that you can see next week. Also, I was with our friends from Coin Tracking. I did an interview with my friend Berken, and he will remind us that in Spain we have to do our tax report. It's just one more month. So if you're not using coin tracking already, do it now. 10% discount if you use the link in the description below. If you need the full service, so they help you, you have also a 10% discount. And if you're interested in legal aspects of Bitcoin, remember that CL Crypto is the channel to watch. And Jesus, our friend, he has a new video that you should watch. Also, be safe out there, not just with legality issues, but also with crypto safety, with a ledger flex, or maybe an S or an X. Remember, we have a giveaway. Just write me an email, findontheright@gmail.com. If you want to participate, you have to buy one of the devices and tell me the number they gave you for that device. That's a wrap for today. We have this dog. He's not selling. He's holding his crypto. He's not gonna sell no matter what. What about you? I keep on learning, of course, about AI, sharing everything with you in our other channel, Rodrigo Orniedo, Inteligencia Artificial. And if you wanna follow my crazy adventures, just watch Rodrigo Orniedo Digital Nomad Dubai Editions. If you want more about crypto and Bitcoin, of course here on Rodrigo Orniedo, Noticias Bitcoin, CryptoNews, Fun on the Ride, Health, Money, Love, Pouring Peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!